Hi, my name is Ethan Bianchi and I'm running for the position of ASB president. I'm running because I love the school and I want to make sure that every voice can be shared so that everybody has a great experience in their final years of childhood. Follow me on Instagram at Bianchi_strong or watch my individual video to learn more about my campaign. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gabby Arguello and I want to run for president of McClatchy.
McClatchy Lions! My name is Ashley Jen and I want to be your vice president so I can extend the opportunities McClatchy has to offer. We can all succeed over the next 4 years and improve the community for years to come. Vote Jen for fun, getting work done, and changes to come. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eden Gitahun and I'm running to be your student body vice president.
Hey McClatchy, Devin Freeman here, your student store manager and the class of 2021 treasurer. I'm super excited to announce that I am running for the position of board treasurer once again. I hope that we all take out the time to make advice choices this year and have a great outcome. See ya!
My name is Claire Mitchell, I'm a senior and I am running for treasurer.
Hi, my name is Calix Ho and I am running for ASB treasurer for the 2020-2021 school year.
My name is Ella Christensen and I'm running for ASB secretary because I believe that ASB will be most successful when it firstly represents students by providing us with avenues to voice our concerns to the administration, and secondly builds community by prioritizing safe spaces on top of pre-existing school spirit programs.
Take two. Hey Lions, my name is Ethan Bianchi and I want to be your ASB president. What are my qualifications? Well, I've been in ASB for 3 years, served as a class president, served as the head of the rally committee, and later emceed that rally. I DJ'd a dance, and I was even on TV last year to help promote the school after we won a free dance. In my meantime, I'm also an active member of Legion. I've served as the team captain for our basketball team for the past 3 years, and I've built strong relationships with our different academies, with the athletics department, and the PTSA. Even during the pandemic last year, I set up a 24-hour prom to replace the experience that we all missed out on, and I helped raise money for the senior class. So, what is my vision for this beautiful place that we call home? Well, for me it comes down to two things: legacy and representation. As far as legacy goes, this year is pretty weird, but for my underclassmen, I want to make sure that you're in the best financial state to have all the experiences that I couldn't this year. And then for my seniors, class of 2021, I love you guys. I want to make sure that we can still have some experiences to wrap up our high school career. Graduation, sports, if we can find a way to do it virtual and distant, I'll make sure that it happens. As far as representation goes, our school is one of the most diverse campuses in the city, and I want to make sure that our events truly reflect that. I've been able to share my voice here, and I've been lucky to do so, but I want to make sure that there's avenues for anybody to share their voice if they feel the need to. I want to make sure that there's online forums and comment boxes and anything that people can use to share their voice. So to wrap this up, I've been saying Bianchi strong for the longest time, and I'll still say that. But now it's about all of us, because we need to be more united in this year than ever. So McClatchy strong. I promise that I will be here and that I love this school. I promise that I will listen to your concerns and solve the problems that need to be solved to make this school a better place, so that when I leave, it's even more beautiful than when I got here 4 years ago. So vote Ethan Bianchi for president, and vote Ashley Jen for VP too. Stay safe. Thank you, Lions.
Hey freshmen, fun fact, you get to vote in this election. Normally you wouldn't. I'm so sorry about this being your freshman experience. So the elections last year, we're having them now. COVID, let's go. Fun fact, update on everything. I can run, like not as a write-in anymore, so please vote for me. But let me tell you why. I really care about McClatchy, and I care about the well-being of the students, of you guys. I'm sick and tired of everything staying in one place. All the information sort of staying within ASB and not actually getting it to everybody. So my emphasis would be on that. It would be on the students rather than just ASB. This school year is going to be weird, and it is weird, but at the same time, it's okay. It's kind of cool, it's different. When you're seniors, you get to look back and be like, yeah, we were the freshman class that did that. Just like when I was a freshman, there was stuff that happened that it makes the senior class the senior class. We had an incredible sexual assault walkout, and that's when I first saw how powerful the McClatchy student body can be and how impactful we all can be as students. And I think that that is the most accurate reflection of how strong McClatchy is and its students are. So I want to support those people. I want to create more opportunities for those people to for us to grow and to have the resources that we deserve. So that will be my focus. You. So my last year, I just want to set us up, McClatchy up, for success going in the future. I don't just care about this as my, peace out, like I get to put this on my college app. No, I want this to last. I don't want the same problems that my class faced freshman, sophomore, junior year to be the same problems that you face. I want to fix those problems. And I think that starts with communication. So I promise to communicate. I promise to be your advocate, represent you. So please vote for me. So if that's something that you like, vote for me. Thank you.
McClatchy Lions! My name is Ashley Jen, and I want to be your vice president. Let's get one thing straight. Every candidate in this election is qualified, but during this year of instability and change, qualifications don't just cut it. What I bring to the table as your vice president is actually getting work done. Remember last year with the hundreds of t-shirts being thrown into our homecoming game? Remember the banners spreading across our D-wing? Even remember the free and fully accessible dance that we had in the spring? I made that happen. I brought McClatchy our first national win on an issue and topic that is so important to our community and our youth. It's important for you, and that doesn't just stop there. Things that I want to see happen, and one of the biggest ways that we can do it is the division that we see within our campus. At least when we were in person and at school, all of us were very much divided and separated into our own academies or classes, but now that everything's virtual, we can come back together even stronger because we need to connect back with our school, connect back with the people who make it such a fantastic place. Now, we need action, and one of the best ways you can do it is voting. We need your voice and need what you want to say. Not just in this election, but for the entire year, because you are what makes McClatchy so great. Now, with that, vote for Ashley Jen for vice president and vote Ethan Bianchi for president. Because a vote for Jen is a vote for fun, getting work done, and honestly, bringing change that's bound to come. Thank you.
As vice president, I have 3 main goals. The first is to create safe spaces for students of color on campus. The second is to raise mental health awareness. And the third is student advocacy. Obviously, there's a lot of intersections between these 3 categories, but I'm going to spend the next 2 minutes sort of going over my qualifications, specific things I've done in those categories, and how I want to bring those things to McClatchy. To begin, creating safe spaces for students of color on campus. Not only am I the president of Black Student Union, but I've also worked with the Youth Rise Commission, the Sacramento Republic soccer team, and the Black Prayers Coalition to organize monthly conferences on racial advocacy and mental health, particularly for people of color. As vice president, I would be able to bring these projects directly to CKM students, engage in our community, and figure out what sort of topics people want to discuss, and sort of make that a broader project. Second is mental health awareness. I established the wellness committee through ASB to take care of general mental health at CKM, although a lot of our projects will be coming later in the year. And I'm also working with the Sacramento County Office of Education to create a youth mental health advisory board that will oversee over 250,000 students, which ranges from elementary to post-secondary institutions. So as vice president, I would have direct feedback and resources needed in terms of what CK McClatchy students want the most and feel like they need the most. So again, another way to directly engage and sort of bring my project closer to home. Finally is student advocacy. Not only was I the junior class vice president, but I am the Student Advisory Council CKM representative. Through that group, I meet every Wednesday with other students in the district from different schools in the district, and we tackle different problems such as how to make distance learning better for everybody, make sure people get access to the proper resources, and I've even created a student newsletter for better communications. And this is what I mentioned about engaging our community not only on a school, but also on a broader district-wide level. In addition to all of that, I'm also president of Girls Across the Globe, Poetry Club, and secretary of the California Scholarship Federation, or CSF, which shows leadership skills and community engagement. Thank you.
Hey McClatchy, Devin Freeman here, your student store manager in the class of 2021 treasurer. I hope you all are having a great start to your year. I know it's been a troubling one. I'm excited to finally be able to present myself after over half a year. A lot of the times during these candidacy presentations, we see very appealing claims come from the candidates that I wish I could see come true. Whether they are reduced prices or increased decoration, they need financial backing. And this financial backing comes from Treasury, which is a very important part. We are like the gears of the ASB, and we need to be there for it to function. Otherwise, you can't have these very extravagant plans. With less with less experienced people, the efficiency begins to slow, there's a loss of order, and these plans that you are given go up in flames, whether they are presented by the president, the vice president, or the secretary. They need financial backing. And especially right now with COVID, we need to pull through this. We have lost an entire year of fundraising for classes. When we get back to school, if it is next year, half of our ASB will be without ever experiencing a real in-class ASB experience. And they're going to need to know how to give that to you. So we need someone with prior experience in treasury and finance to give this to you guys. And I believe I demonstrate this through my work as the class of 2021 treasurer and the student swim manager. I hope to keep my promises to you realistic and to the future of McClatchy plentiful as I rearrange the gears of McClatchy and make these things viable options that once seemed untrue or unplausible. Thank you.
Hello Lions, I just wanted to briefly introduce myself because most of you probably don't know who I am, whether that's because you're a freshman or because we go to a school with 2,500 kids and I am just one person. My name is Claire Mitchell, I'm a senior and I am running for treasurer. In these very, very crazy times, it's really hard to feel connected to McClatchy. However, as treasurer, I would like to allocate funds to make us feel a little bit more normal in these incredibly not normal times, whether that be pushing for an online student store or organizing events to get us all in the school spirit. That is my main goal as treasurer. I want every single one of us to feel very proud to call ourselves a McClatchy Lion. I would be honored if you would elect me as your newest ASB treasurer, and I hope that all of you consider voting for me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Calix Ho, and I'm running for ASB treasurer. I don't really have a script for this part. I kind of... And when most people say that, they usually have a script right behind them that they're reading off of, but you're going to be able to tell by how much I stutter during this that I really don't have a script. So this is going to be my third year of ASB. I am currently the treasurer of NHS, and I was also treasurer my freshman year. And people sometimes ask me why I always gun for the treasurer position in every election that I've run for. Well, first of all, I don't have the confidence to be a president or vice president, but obviously, I never like being the center of attention, but I still like being a helping hand, and I feel like that's the treasurer's job, more or less. Say, for example, you go to homecoming, and then you look at the venue, it's all nice, you look at all the props and decoration that they bought. Nobody thinks, oh, how much was that? Or nobody notices that kind of stuff. What they do notice is that it's there, and I don't know if this makes sense to anyone besides myself, but it's kind of being in the background but still helping out. This is yeah, I'm gonna leave the president part to Mr. Ethan Bianchi. Go vote for him, because even if you don't vote for me, I'd like to advocate for Ethan. He's been with me through thick and thin since freshman year, and I really would not be here without him. And this is my campaign video, so why am I advocating for him? Anyways, I'm not gonna sit here and just look into the camera and lie to you and say I'm gonna be the best treasurer McClatchy has ever seen. There's a lot of moving parts this year. There's a lot of uncertainty, but I'm willing to work with that. So if you want me as your treasurer, then vote for me, I guess. I don't know how to end this. Oh, look at my dog. Am I using my dog to buy votes? Maybe, but look how she is. Okay, bye-bye.
Accessibility is a huge issue at McClatchy, and largely because we have trouble having conversations with our administration because the only avenues are incredibly bureaucratic and involve a lot of emails. This is seen in places from the high cost of event tickets, which make high school experiences like dances or sports events that should be a rite of passage a space of privilege. This is also seen in the textbook handouts were during hours where most parents were working. As we welcome Miss Egan, I look forward to working with her to develop an avenue for students to routinely voice their opinions and concerns to a transparent administration. I would do this by offering monthly virtual student forums to foster communication between students and administrators. These would be student-run, largely by the ASB board or by an ASB member like myself. As secretary, I would make it easier to manage club communication with ASB, mainly in the form of paperwork. Clubs are often on-campus safe spaces that are disincentivized from existing by the amount of paperwork that leaders have to fill out. It should be the job of the secretary to lend them a hand as they fill out membership forms, draft constitutions, submit for fundraisers, and more. Because safety and health are prerequisites to education, and safe spaces like clubs by and for students are critical to promoting mental health. It's important to note that as the class of 2021 secretary last year, I built on a lot of the skills that a secretary would need this year. I headed committees, was involved in committees, delegated work, and I even wrote the morning announcements, which meant communicating with clubs and administrators about what they wanted to see and what information should be presented to the student body. My work as the president of Feminist Coalition brought me to conversations with students, teachers, administrators, board members, the district bullying prevention specialist, and even the superintendent. Having these open avenues of communication with the district, compounded with my outreach capabilities rooted in the connections in the many clubs and programs I'm involved in on campus, make me the ideal candidate to translate meeting minutes to action and cut through the bureaucratic procedures within the district.